Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Andrew. I am a vintage collector and reseller specializing in mid-century items, specifically glassware, as you can see behind me, holiday decor, linens and textiles, clothing, pottery, you name it, I like it, especially if it was made in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. So if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified of all the content that we put out. We try to do at least 3 videos a week. Doesn't cost you anything, so make sure you hit that button. And if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Today's video, it's a little unique. I was down at the shore because I spend a lot of time down there during the summer. I come back and forth. And I got a call saying that somebody that I knew had purchased a house down there. And typically, at least at the Jersey Shore, when you buy a house, 9 times out of 10, it comes fully furnished, fully equipped with everything, less personal items. Sometimes they leave absolutely everything. Sometimes they leave a couple pieces of furniture and a lamp and call it a day. The house was built in 1975 by the Wheaton Glass family. There is a giant W on the chimney that they had put on when they built the house. It was owned until the early 90s by that family, and then it was sold to another family who lived there up until the end of June. They had lived there full time at one point, so they brought a lot of things with them, and about 8 years ago, the lady of the house passed away. The kids kind of took what they wanted from the house at that point. The father retired to Florida, got remarried, and this spring decided to put the house up for sale because it was just sitting there pretty much, and they were paying to have it landscaped and the pool and everything. So somebody I know bought the house and said, come on through, pick out whatever you want. We're gonna rent it out for a little bit and then eventually build something new there. So I took them up on the offer. How can I say no to free things? Not a lot of vintage. There was a couple things, but not a lot. It was a lot of, we'll say, vintage type things. Things that I don't usually pick up and buy, but I thought, can't pass up a deal like this, so why not? The lady was a collector of Lenox. And I don't usually buy Lenox. I don't think it's not my niche, but I thought, what the heck, I'll try it out. So I got this vase here that's actually called the Constitution vase. I do have this currently listed on eBay. I did put some of the Lenox up just to get it up there. It's in great shape with the pretty flowers on it. I also picked up this pitcher, which is called the Album Quilt pitcher. It's got the little quilt design, very nice. As you can see, as I carefully put it down. This Admiration vase, it's called, with the beautiful flowers on it. These were just sporadically placed throughout the house. It really was kind of weird, like you could tell somebody had gone through and just grabbed things, but it was like they would leave like partial things, and it was kind of odd. So you had to really dig around the house and find things in drawers or in closets or in bookshelves. So I did my best. This little holly, Christmas holly Lenox nut basket, very cute. A little Lenox Swan tidbit dish. And this little ghost Lenox bowl dish thing. Most of this was made in like the late 80s, early 90s. And like I said, it's in really great shape. So I did also find this Lenox glass pineapple, which I think is kind of cool. It's got a sticker on the bottom, but it's got a good look to it. I thought that'll be pretty neat. Nicely done. And I did find a little bit of Christmas. Not a lot, but I did find a little bit of Christmas. This Lennox, again, she liked Lennox. Santa, it's Father Christmas. He's in really good shape except for down here in the corner, he's got a little boo-boo. So I put him up on eBay. I discounted him for the boo-boo. I thought somebody out there will like him for Christmas. Again, a great look to him. And he's got this little metal staff here. So I picked those up. In with the Christmas, I found 2 Buyer's Choice ladies. I haven't looked these up. These are the Williamsburg edition. And several years ago, back in 2020, I bought a huge collection of Buyer's Choice from a hoarder estate. And there literally were hundreds of them. There were bins and bins and bins. They were just all over the eBay storage room. And I did really well with them. So I thought, well, I'm gonna pick these up. Everybody likes these. They're in really good shape. And I didn't want to leave them sitting in that closet, so I brought them home with me. But these look like they were done in 2005 for the Williamsburg collection. So might be some money there. In that closet, where the Christmas stuff was, I found the base to a ceramic Christmas tree. I could not find the tree. I tore everything out of that closet. So the family probably took the top of the tree and forgot the base. Family, if you're watching and you need the base, I have it. Shoot me a message, let me know. I just couldn't leave it behind. So if they don't ever reach out to me, then I'll find a treetop to put it on, because I do find the treetops from time to time without the base on them. The other thing I found as I was going through things is I found one of the siblings' diplomas, high school graduation, middle school graduation, just tucked away in a cupboard. I ended up reaching out to the realtor and letting him know, and he reached out, and family didn't seem to care. I felt kind of bad, but that's how it goes. So in the kitchen, I did find some Cutco, and Cutco is a brand you always want to pick up, especially when it comes to the white-handled Cutco. So I have a set of, it looks like 6 of these knives. They're not in the greatest shape. The one here has got a chipped tip on it, and then one of them I think has, yeah, a little bit of a melted. But these will still do really well. There's still 4 that are in really good shape. I found this knife too as well, the spatula. And then I was helping move a piece of furniture, and on the top of the furniture, I found this. Don't know why this was up there, but don't know. So those always do really well. So like I said, if you ever see a bin somewhere of kitchen utensils, look through and look for the brand Cutco, because they do really well for you. I did find a couple pieces of Stridden sticker glass. I got the pansy tray here, which was nice. Nice little display piece. They used to do a very big show in this town. Once a year was a giant craft fair. And I do believe Sid and Stricker used to set up a booth there, so I think a lot of the times people bought things there because the show was there. And I'm pulling out the other piece now. I'm just moving some of the things. And then this nice fruit bowl with the apples, the lemons, the peaches, the cherries, the grapes, the pears. Nice piece to put on the table, but they're in great shape. As I almost knocked one off there. But so we got that. So then I turned my attention to the kitchen. Well, I actually turned my attention to the kitchen when I found some of those. But there was some mix and match china, and for the first thing I found was I was digging in a cupboard. There was a lot of cabinets in this kitchen, but a lot of them were empty. I did find some Le Creuset pans. I found a paella pan, a stock pot, a grill pan, and then a frying pan that were in really nice shape. I left those down at the beach because I'm going to use them down there in the kitchen. So they were down there. I didn't bring them home, didn't do the video down there. So I did find 2 pieces of this LL Bean blueberry. And this does pretty well online. Let me move that other piece here. But there's a serving bowl and then like a chop plate. And that's all I could find in the blueberry. but I really liked the design of it. I thought it was very cool, so I picked it up, and like I said, it does pretty well. So I've seen the similar set like this sell for about $35 or $40 online, so I'll put them together and sell them as a lot, and we'll go from there. The last big grouping, and I'm not going to show you everything that I got, they had a set of this Villeroy and Boch French Garden Charm china, and there's a lot of serving pieces, there's a lot of different bowls, a couple dinner plates, a couple of bread plates, baking dishes, platters. This sells really well. I tried to see if there was a whole set. I could not find a whole set. Somebody, looks like they took the mugs, cups and saucers, some of the dinner plates, some of the bread plates, but left everything else. So I thought that was kind of weird. Usually they take everything else and leave the cups and saucers or the mugs, but yeah, they left everything else. And so I have, I want to say, like a tote and a half, full-size tote and a half, full of soup bowls, berry bowls, dessert bowls, baking dishes, platters, trays, serving bowls, and it should do really well. That was the majority of what I got from the kitchen was the Villeroy and Boch. Some of their patterns bring crazy money. This one does okay. It's I think one of their more common patterns, so I think a lot of people look for the unique pieces to build out on their collection. So I'm going to try to get those listed as I have time, so that they get up in our eBay store. It was a really fun experience. I've been told I can do it again sometime. They tend to buy a lot of houses. The unique thing about that town and this town surrounding it is whenever they come in and will demolish a house or buy a house to be demolished, they will do what they call a demolition sale. And you literally can go there and buy anything that's in that house, on the house, around the house. You can buy the doors, the windows, the flooring, the appliances, the cabinets, the roof, the siding, landscaping, the pavers, light fixtures, furniture, whatever's left in the house is up for grabs. And people do that. People will come and buy all the siding off and take it all off, or they'll buy all the pavers on the patio and take them all up. They'll buy all the windows, the doors, the railings. It really is amazing. So they do these typically in the spring and fall, and so I think I'm going to go back down towards Labor Day and see what kind of demo sales we can hit, what we can find, and take you guys along for that. So this was an early preview. Like I said, I know the person who bought the house, so they let me in early before anybody else. They wanted to kind of clean it up, get it ready to rent, and so I got to go through, because a lot of this stuff wasn't anything that the tenants needed. There was other generic plates and whatnot that were there, so they didn't need the fancy stuff. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in any of this stuff that you saw in the video, make sure you check out my eBay store. Link is down in the description. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite thing was. I always like to hear what people like. It's something that I enjoy. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.